Today I am going to give you a presentation on satellite communication. Today we will understand how satellite functions and how do we access the services of satellite. Satellite, you would have heard this word. This sounds to be very fascinating and interesting. If it doesn't sound interesting to you, I am going to make it interesting for you, all of you. Satellite. In the satellite services, we all are using nowadays satellite services, whether we are aware or not. But I'm going to explain you with simple examples. The one of the most simple example is mobile phone. Every one of us is using mobile phone. By using mobile phone, we can track our own location on the earth. How do we locate our location on the earth? With the help of satellite. We use a GPS service. We have a GPS option in mobile. We on the GPS service and we get the location on the Google map. So this is done with the help of satellite communication. Second most example is we can get the information of cyclone by the government by using the weather forecasting satellite. With the help of weather forecasting satellite, we get the information of all these disasters earlier, within a week or a month before the disaster happens. One more example, and very good example, is the dish TV. Every one of us would have seen the dish TV. Nowadays we get the directly signal on the to our home using the dish, which is dish antenna, which is installed on our terrace or rooftop. So this dish TV is the best example of the satellite communication. We are directly getting signal from the satellites. So let's see what are the contents of my presentation. So today we are going to learn the first thing is what is satellite. We'll understand what is satellite, how does it communicate, and different elements of satellite control system, how is it controlled and how it floats in a particular path which is predefined. And I have also given a link of a video which is an animated video link for satellite. By watching this video you will understand how satellite functions and how does it work, how does it follow a particular path which is called as orbit. The very simple and general definition of satellite is it is an artificial body placed in orbit around the earth to collect the information of our communication. So these are the two basic applications. Like the satellite is meant to collect the information and to for communication. Nowadays it is very widely used for communication purpose. Satellite is very widely used for communication purpose. One more example, one more general definition of satellite is that it can be defined as an object which is revolving, a body which is revolving around a bigger body, which is revolving around a bigger body. This is also one of the example of the satellite. Like in the picture you can see over here that this is nothing but the earth is revolving around the sun. So if we take an instance of this definition, our earth also becomes a satellite because it is a smaller body and it is we know that it is revolving around sun is a bigger body, so it is revolving around a bigger body, so our earth also becomes a satellite. But this is called as natural satellite, and the satellite which are meant by which is made by human, they are called as artificial satellites. So these are the natural satellites, and man-made satellites are known as the artificial satellites. So you can also see in the picture that it is having a very large distance from the surface of the sun. So the satellite communication takes the advantage of this distance because a very large area is illuminated and very large area is seen from the satellite. So all this area can be covered by the satellite. Therefore we can communicate to different part of the world which are seen and illuminated by the satellite. For example, if I am sitting over here and I want to make a phone call to United States, so I can make a phone call to United States by using satellite communication. I can call to Africa, I can call to Asia, I can connect via Zoom video link, via Zoom meeting, I can connect to different regions while sitting over here. This is possible because of satellite communication. Satellite communication. There are different types of satellites, and there are different applications of satellite. But nowadays, as I had already told you, that they are widely used for communication purpose, and it is very widely used for communication. A communication satellite is a radio relay station. It is basically a radio relay station in orbit above the earth. It is a radio relay station. What is the function of radio relay? It receives the signal. It basically receives the signal. It amplifies the signal. First it will receive the signal, it will amplify. What do you mean by amplification? It boosts the signal power so that it should reach its destination. It should not get lost in between. So it amplifies the signal, it boosts its energy and redirects along the digital signal carried on a specific radio frequency. So it passes the signal on a specific radio frequency. Why it is necessary to pass it on a specific radio frequency? For example, suppose a TV channel is there which is transmitting its program. A TV channel is programming its own program on a particular frequency. And we know that all the TV channels are having its own frequency. They are having their own particular frequency. Suppose a TV channel is forwarding this program on a particular frequency, and that is sent to satellite. Now the satellite will amplify it. This is the function of satellite. It receives, amplifies and redirects. It will amplify and redirect to the receiver in some other part of the country or other part of the world. So it should pass it on a specific frequency. It should send it on a specific frequency. If it will not send it in a specific frequency, it will go on some other frequency. So some other TV channel will receive this signal. So program was meant for some X TV channel. It will received by Y TV channel. So it is called as interference or miscommunication. So it should not happen. Therefore, it is very important and necessary that it should be transferred. It should be sent on a specific frequency. Satellite communication play a vital role in the global telecommunication system. It plays a very vital role in the global telecommunication system. Global telecommunication, the world has become shorter nowadays because of this. We are very close to different countries. Like I have given an example that I can call to United States, I can call to South Africa, I can call to Asia while sitting over here. I can have a video calls. So this is possible because of satellite communication, and the satellite communication had played a vital role in this system. What are the different elements of the satellite? Now we'll see what are the elements of it. Basically, it is divided into two major groups. The first one is space segment, second one is the ground segment. What is space segment and the ground segment? The ground segment consists of Earth station. What is Earth station? A station which is made to control the satellite. Now, if we have launched a satellite, we launch a satellite in orbit, which is predefined. Orbit is nothing. What is orbit? It is a path of the satellite which satellite follows during its lifetime. It will not go any other way leaving that path. It should be on that path only. It will keep flowing on this path. It keeps floating on that path. It follows this particular path. It will not leave that path. This is called orbit. So if it is launched in a particular orbit, so we need to control it. We need to continuously send the controlling signal. That is called as telemetry, tracking and control. So we need to continuously send a control signal so that it should be on its path. It should not leave its path. Then second thing is that we have to continuously receive the signals. We want to receive the signal because it is meant to send the signal. If we will not receive the signal, then satellite will be of no use. So all this is taken care by ground station. Now you can see the antenna over which is very big in size. This kind of antenna are used to track the satellite. They are used to basically track the satellite. We can track the satellite using this antenna. These are basically parabolic antennas, and all of you would have seen this kind of antennas on dish TV, but they are smaller in size. Now we are directly communicating to satellite using this antennas, smaller antennas. And space segment, and the space segment consists of satellite. Satellite is basically consists of its own mechanical structure, having solar and its own electrical structure. Solar panel are used to charge the battery which is in the satellite, and having its own transponder. Transponder is the main unit of the satellite which is responsible for transmission and reception of the signal and amplification of the signal. So basically they are divided into these two parts, space segment and ground segment. Now satellite, this is basic architecture of satellite. We'll understand how satellite functions using this. So now I will explain this by taking an example. Let's take an example of Zoom. All of us are aware of Zoom application, nowadays very famous for video meetings. So I am a Zoom user. I open my Zoom software, and the moment I open my Zoom software, I get connected to the terrestrial system of Zoom. I am connected to Zoom head office, which is in US. Now, if I will start a meeting, all my data will be transferred to Earth Station. They will send my data to Earth Station. Now, Earth Station is having its own parabolic antenna, which we have seen in the previous slide. That is a parabolic bigger antenna. This antenna will send my signal to satellite. Now, this communication between antenna and satellite is known as uplink. This is known as uplink. Now, what is the function of satellite? It will receive the signal, it will amplify the signal and redirect. So now it will redirect it to the receiving antenna. Now this transmission from satellite to receiving antenna is known as downlink. Now the next Earth station, receiving Earth station, will receive the signal. It will amplify the signal and give it back to the Zoom office. This is terrestrial system is Zoom office over here for our example, and then it will give it will send to the receiving end user. So end user will get the signal. So this is the architecture of the satellite communication. Now, space segment. What is there in the space segment? Space segment includes satellite, means for launching the satellite. What are the means for launching the satellite? Its own fuel jet system and motor. Its own fuel jet system and motor. These are the means for launching the satellite. Electrical power system. These are the solar panel. You can see in the diagram in the photo. This is solar panel. Which are used to charge the battery. It is having charged battery which is having charging and recharging cycle, which defines the life of the satellite. Its own mechanical structure. This is the mechanical structure shown in the picture. Communication transponder, which is the main unit of the satellite. This is communication transponder is the main unit of the satellite, which is responsible for transmission, reception as well as amplification. Communication antennas, you can see parabolic antennas over here. They are smaller in size because satellite is having some weight constant because it has to float in the space, so some weight constraints are there, therefore it is having smaller antennas. They are communication antennas. And altitude and orbit control system. It should have an altitude and orbit control system because it has to follow a specific orbit. It should not leave its orbit. It should always be on the orbit. Satellite control center functions. What are the satellite control center functions? Tracking. The basic function of this satellite control function, that is Earth station, are tracking of the satellite. The satellite should always be tracked. We should always receive the signal from the satellite. If it doesn't receive any signal from the satellite, it is assumed to be lost. So we should always receive. Therefore, tracking is very important. We should receive the data from the satellite continuously, and we should manage it during the eclipse, solar eclipse, sun eclipse, moon eclipse. We should manage the satellite so that it should be on its path. It should not leave its orbit. Thank you. So that was the presentation meant for you for satellite, to understand the overview of satellite communication. So what we have studied in the satellite communication, it is an object which revolves around a bigger body or Earth. It is an object which revolves around the Earth, which is meant for communication purpose or to collect the information. There are two basic applications of this: is collect the information and for communication purpose. We should remember this. And the general one more definition was that it is a smaller body which follows a bigger body, which revolves around a bigger body. This is also one of the definition. Therefore, our Earth is also an satellite which is always following the sun. Sun is a bigger body, and it follows it in a specific path. That path is known as orbit. Orbit is predefined path for the satellite, which is mathematically defined. And there are different types of orbit also, which we are going to study in the next lecture. But for this lecture, you should remember what is satellite, how does it communicate. It communicates via Earth station. Earth station is there, which will send the signal to the satellite. Satellite will receive the signal. It will amplify the signal and redirect it to the end user, so that we can connect to different parts of the world. We can communicate from US to Asia. We can communicate from Gulf to South Africa. We can communicate to different area parts of the world by using satellite communication, which has made our life very easier. So these and the you should remember transponder. What is transponder? Which was the main unit of the satellite. Its function is to amplify the signal, to redirect the signal, to transmit the signal. Okay, that's it for the today's lecture. We'll continue in the next lecture. Thank you all.